Hi everybody, I'm so happy today that we have Mr. Rockie. Now Mr. Rockie is the regional consultant for Rockschool and also the national coordinator for Rockschool. So Rockie, maybe can you please tell us a little bit about what is Rockschool all about?
Okay, Rockschool is basically a contemporary pop rock examination board. So the way easy to see it is that what you think the ABRSM is to the classical, Rockschool is to the contemporary side. So in terms of accreditation, we are also recognized under Rockschool UK, so you get international accreditation as well.
So Rockie, you're saying about recognition, accreditation. What you mean is that the Rockschool certificate is being recognized in the universities?
In UK, yes, it has UCAS points. So let's say grade 6 to grade 8, if you want to go to college and you don't have enough points, you can use the Rockschool qualifications to add into your points in any colleges in UK.
Wow, that's great. Huh?
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people they have heard of like Trinity or in RSM.
Yeah.
So what about Rockschool? How Rockschool have been in existence actually?
Well, Rockschool started in 1991. And when we started, it was just to help students to get into college. Then in about 2000, I believe 2000, the Rockschool exam first started with banking. Then a few years later, as Rockschool grew in UK, they wanted to expand their international network, so they actually came to Trinity. So at one time, early on, it was known as Trinity Rockschool. But again, as it expanded, it has different policies and all that. So there was an agreement to go separate ways. And so in 2012, Rockschool became independent. And so ever since then, we've been growing and we've been expanding.
Right, so you've been saying about growing and expanding. So can I know how big has the Rockschool grown right now? How many countries are actually doing Rockschool?
Well, at the moment, we have about 43 countries. We've got, I think about 50,000 students.
Wow,
internationally. We've got not just music. Under the RSL award body, we have new contemporary music, which is Rockschool. We've got Performing Arts Award, which is also street dance, jazz dance, musical theatre. We also got vocational qualifications. We've got creative qualifications like vlogging, podcasts. We've got music production as well. And the last one that's about to come out next week will be the classical side. We are going into the classical because we believe that we have something that we can offer to those who want to learn classical in a fun and enjoyable way.
Wow, looks like there's a lot of time involved. It's something in Rockschool.
Exciting things.
Oh wow. So is this Rockschool very well accepted here in Malaysia?
Yes, it is well accepted. People think that we are a school at first, and because I'm Rockie, they think that it's not a school. But as they get to know more about Rockschool, they realize it's not about school, and it's not about rock music. It's about contemporary music. Basically, just to think about playing music that you enjoy, being connected with the music that you enjoy, that you can share with your friends, play with your friends, play together as a group. So one of the highlights in Rockschool is that it allows you to interact. As you play with the backing track, you are already thinking about playing in groups. So this is very helpful for churches, for groups, for people who want to form band. It's massive.
Oh wow! So can you please tell me a bit some of the courses that is available in Rockschool, the instruments that you actually give this Rockschool?
Yeah, sure. We started with guitar, electric bass, and drums. Then we expanded to vocals. Where then after that we moved on into keys. We moved into piano. We moved on into music production, music theory. Then we came up with acoustic guitars, ukulele, it's also another one. Wow, there's a lot. Music production, so that in itself is like what you need to play in a group and band. We're always looking for what is being common and popular, and how do we bring accreditation to all this. For example, ukulele is a good example. because everybody thought it was just a fun thing to do. But then later on, we found out that we can keep accreditation and we build up and raise the standard of playing. Similarly with vocals, everybody thought it was just in the bathroom. But then with American Idol and all those reality shows come up, we realized there needs to be training. And so therefore the vocals became important for those who want to develop singing.
Oh, wow. So like any other examination board like APRSN, they have like a mid-grade 1 to grade 8 and examiners that come. Is that the same as Rockschool as well?
Yeah, it is the same. The system of accreditation, because it's under UK, under a body called Ofqual. So as long as you meet the requirements from Ofqual, then the standardization, the UCAS points are more or less the same. It's just that the classical side has started 100 years ago, or 100 plus, maybe 150 or maybe 30. So we are only about 20 plus years. So we are getting there, but it's definitely growing in the right direction.
Okay, that's good to hear. Maybe can you tell us about maybe what is the future for Rockschool? The expansion that you see in 5 years' time, where Rockschool is heading to?
Yeah. Well, Rockschool offers things that people want to and play. They want to enjoy with instruments that they find relevant for themselves. And nowadays, people want to make music, doing YouTube. That's why we have vlogging, podcasting. We are not just saying just learn an instrument. We want to expose you to many kinds of instruments. And of course, we believe that in the next 5 years, Rockschool is going to expand because it caters the need for people to enjoy what they learn. And nowadays, learning, the motivation factor is to play songs that they enjoy. And what more if they can play songs that they can relate to, that they can identify with, and being able to experience what they enjoy and bring accreditation. So it works very well for the student, it works very well for the parents, because when you enjoy, the motivation is there, you don't have a hard time.
Yeah, I see some children they give up halfway. Yes. This one has the motivation to keep doing.
Yes, and you're always playing with the backing track. You're playing with something that pushes you to play on time. It pushes you to think about sound, not just about yourself. So the thinking, the mentality is always playing together with somebody.
Oh, yeah. Now, can you maybe tell us about some of the famous celebrities or artists that have gone through Rockschool?
Well, the vocational qualifications that we offer in UK, those who have gone through the vocational, popular one would be Ed Sheeran, Adele. They are two of the big names that have gone through the vocational qualifications.
Wow, yeah, that's just big names.
Yeah.
They are big celebrities now. Yeah, so that's how great Rockschool is, isn't it? Yeah. So is there a lot of people that is taking Rockschool exam in Malaysia now?
Yes, we have. We had a lot of drummers initially, but right now, because of what we're offering, we have more diversity. Yeah, so we've got a few thousand.
Wow.
And again, that's why we continue to maintain, trying to tell people that it's about learning music that you enjoy.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rocky, for taking your time for coming to carry out music to share with us about Rockschool. Yeah.